Okay, how to use image backgrounds and video backgrounds, and sort of how to do that, and then the use cases for both. And I gotta say, like, what amazing technology they let you do all this. It's really amazing how this whole thing works, and I really enjoy it. And you know, I've seen a ton of Instagram live streams, and I see very few people taking advantage of it. So let's sort of go through it slowly. Okay, good. I'm live already, and I want to kind of show you some of the ramifications of it all. And I think it's important to remember. Let's see if I can get this to work again. Will it work? Let's see. Okay. You remember this, our document with images from before? It's important to remember. We got squares, we got vertical rectangles, right? 1080 by 1080 is a square. The vertical rectangle is 1080 by 1920. This applies to images. This applies to videos if we want to resize things. If. And no one's saying you have to, because Instagram will do it on the fly. But let's just check it out. So you can see I'm on a stream here, okay? And I prepared some assets I want to show you. The Frederick Douglass looking one here is the, what did I call it? Vertical rectangle, the 1080 by 1920. And you can see as I click up here, it's big and beautiful in the background, right? But I also have a 1080 by 1080, and you can see the 1080 there in the background, and it kind of puts me in this like interesting little rectangle that's like cut in half, right? And so you have the ability to do those both, right? And you can see that I'm toggling through the images in a really fast fashion. And I have some videos in here too that I'll show you in a second, but that's how I turn it off. That's how I can turn it back on. So, you know, the video backgrounds are really easy, and you can have one the entire time, right? Like, say you don't like being on video. Look at how small I am. You can barely see me. I could hide behind this if I was so inclined. So there's the ability to do that. But also, if you wanted to tell a story, like I was on a photo walk, I saw such and such, and then I moved over and I saw this thing, and then I saw this thing, and then I went back and saw this thing, and like, you know, then I saw that thing. You can go through it so quick. I mean, if you were so inclined, you could do a virtual art show if you wanted to, right? And occasionally your stuff would have to be cropped, so there's the letterbox. But is that the end of the world? I don't think so. I think it looks pretty doggone good. So that's how that works. And then I want to get in and show you video, and I'll show you video very quickly. So this is, again, holds true, square, vertical, or you let Instagram just chop the thing up as it sees fit. But this is video, and ironically enough, I'm playing one of the merch videos, and it's pretty awesome. It will play in the background, and you can talk and just kind of do your live. You can see that there's this mute button up top, and so you can hit that mute button, and if the video has audio, it will mute it so you can't hear it. This video has no audio, so it's just playing as a background video. What's cool is it will automatically loop the video for you. So once it's over, boom, it just goes right into it again. It kind of treats it like a background image. And so here I am, and I could be talking about metal, and I just have the metal merchandising video playing in the background, right? Pretty awesome. Let's switch to a square one, right? There's the square one. Square one's playing. It's just kind of doing its thing. This could even be like, you know, the horizontal rectangle, right? Like we're used to on our TVs, and it would just be a little bit smaller and it would play. So you can do that as well. But you can see how quickly you can toggle between the two, which is insane. So the video can be really amazing too. And I do get some bugginess sometimes when I'm talking and there's talking in the video. Like when I do this, and you know, I'm talking here, and sometimes I toggle it off and toggle it on. I find that to be a little buggy, so I'm gonna leave it be because I think they're gonna keep working on it. But how amazing, like just to be able to go through the videos that quickly and have them look that good, right? And you could have literally anything. So you're only contained by your creativity. Now I've got Taylor on standby here, and I told him to just be on standby because I want to show you how these things change. Okay, how these things change when you've gone from the full screen cell phone to split screen. So now there's Taylor. Hi, Taylor. And now what we have is we have two 1080 squares. So there's square, square. So I still have the full functionality to be able to play background videos, or if I'm so inclined, use an image, right? But when I do, it's going to crop it to 1080 by 1080. So if I go back to the Frederick Douglass example, pretty good crop on that one, right? You know, if I have the horizontal video versus the vertical video, you can see how much closer that one is, and then this one. So that's what it does. when you're on 1080. So I'm showing you that to say that like you need to think through the ramifications of what your images look like, because in some cases you really want a nice tight crop and you want it to look the right way that it's supposed to. So if that's the case, then go ahead and do your resizing and get your 1080 and get your vertical rectangle 1080 by 1920, or don't. And like, look, that's a 1080 by 1920 image. I didn't have to do anything. That's what I had. It chopped it up. Is it perfect? No, but still looks pretty good. It's not terrible. Like same with that one. That one is chopped up. Do I have any other images in here? I don't. So Instagram will chew anything up. And thank you, Taylor. I appreciate it. So I got him off there. So, you know, Instagram is really, really good at resizing things on the fly. So you have to just decide, like, is this live one that I need to spend a bunch of time on, you know, rearranging and organizing my images, or do I just throw them in there, whatever I have, and let Instagram chop them up? And again, you know, you just have to decide on a case-by-case basis, depending on execution speed. But you've got it good to go. And man, I'm really fired up about how good the merchandising videos look like. But there you go. And in terms of telling a story, like, you know, don't think that you need to start on the computer and get them onto the phone. Like, you can do it with phone videos. You can do it. You could be walking to go set up your tripod to go do a shoot and film a couple of things, take a couple of selfies, get back to the barn and do a live and say, this is so cool. Look at this little journey I've been on. Show the first photo, talk about it, come out of it. Show the second video. This is where we hiked down this trail. Talk about it. Excuse me. This is how I got up to here. I had to put the tripod on my whatever. Talk about it. Excuse me. So really, really robust ways to storytelling here. And I see absolutely zero people exploiting this to the fullest, at least on the ones I'm following. There's some massive creativity available here, all via your phone, all in your hands. So really eager to see what some of you guys come up with and create. And of course, we're going to give you the merchandising videos and all the sizes. So anytime you need some ammo and need to explain what a media type looks like, we got you covered. Okay.